Hi all, Jeanette here, and it was 7 weeks ago that we got the ducks, and today's duck video again. So I'm going to share with you the costs that we've incurred over the past 7 weeks involved with the ducks, and I'm going to break it down for you as best I can. First of all, when we ordered the ducks, we got them on a pretty good special. We got 100 ducks and we paid $2.50 each for them, which was a really good deal for ducklings. So it cost us $250 up front for the ducks. We had to have a brooder system together, which didn't actually cost us anything for the structure of the brooder, because we had stuff around here that we made it out of. If you remembered, we had some plastic that we made around into a circle and put the ducks inside. We did have to buy some heat lamps. Actually, we had the lamps, but we had to buy some heat bulbs to keep them warm. And then we bought straw for bedding. We had sawdust that we put down originally and then laid straw over it. So the original cost for the brooder part was the heat lamps, and overall, for the time that we did it, we bought 10 of those light bulbs. Those things don't last very well. We would find them burned out quite a bit. A couple of times we found them broken, and we don't know for sure. You know, the only thing we can think of is somehow they got some water on them and caused them to explode. But we bought at $2.50 a piece. We bought 10 of them, so $25 for the heat lamps. The straw cost us $4 a bale, which is a pretty good price. But we bought 11 bales. We went through 11 bales for them over the time that we had them in there in that brooder area, which was 6 weeks, because it was 1 week ago today that we moved them. Originally, we bought one of the plastic white and with a red bottom waterers, because we already had one. We quickly had to go to 2, so we had to buy a second one. And then before long, we bought one new watering can, the galvanized watering cans. And then not very long after that, we had to buy another one. So they were about $35 each, counting tax on those metal watering cans. The plastic ones were only about $5 each. We have no real good idea how much the electricity costs to run that, because not only did we use the heat bulbs, but we also had an infrared heater that we put in there, directed into over the top edge of the plastic with metal sheeting laying over that to direct the heat right down into the area where the ducks were. And we also used the electricity for heating the building that the aloes were in to keep them alive over the winter. And for our water pump, it's run by electricity, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what we spent on electricity, but I can tell you our electric bill in that area was pretty high this winter, so it wasn't cheap by any means. And then of course feed was a big deal. It took, at this point, we've bought about 800 pounds of feed for those ducklings. We started and are still continuing with Farmer's Mash. It's a ground up feed, and that they've done really well on, I think, but that cost us $19 100 pounds. So we rounded that up to $20 100 pounds, so that's $160 that we've spent on feed. So $2.50 on the ducks themselves, $44 on the straw, $70 on the metal waterers, $5 on the plastic water, $25 on the 10 heat bulbs. Electricity is unknown, but feed is $160, which totals up to about $550 that we've already sunk into these ducks at 7 weeks old. So they're kind of eating us out of house and home. Don't know for sure yet how long it's going to be till we can profit by them a little bit, especially culling out some of the drakes and eating them. But then also our main goal is to get eggs out of them, and I don't expect that they'll lay till 5 to 6 months, which is a long time. We'll have to be feeding them. So that's a breakdown of the cost, and it's pretty moderate because of us having a lot of the equipment and the housing and things to deal with without any cost. And so now let's go take a visit out and see how the ducks are doing out in the pen. Hello, duckies. They always react like this or even louder whenever we come in here. I think they kind of egg each other on. This one with the hat is just slays me. That's crazy. It's like he's got a little toupee on that he combs in a certain way. That one with the hat, he kind of needs a new hairdo. It's sticking up in the middle. They're changing very fast. If I move the slightest bit, they react to it. Going down to the other end of the building. We've put these two dog feeders in here. Can't really see that one very well, but maybe this one's a better light. We opened it up with a brick so that they could have easy access. Plus we still have that hanging feeder there. But right now it looks like they've gotten it kind of wet inside, and it's not feeding down very well on that one side. So, you know what? I just realized that it rained last night, and the ceiling, the roof has a few holes in it, so it's probably dripped down into the feeder. That's not a good deal. We need to make sure that there's a cover over that so that that doesn't happen. They're so funny. They've been around me their whole life, but they still act like I'm here to eat them. They act like I'm the monster. Yep, just like that. They're quiet. They're funny. Old guy likes to come out here and sit with them. And he said they get pretty brave about coming up close to him when he's sitting quietly in here. I question how good the sawdust is in here. It's, as you can see, there are footprints there. It's kind of squishy. It's around the water, and they make a big mess with the water. And they've made some holes like these where the water pooled, obviously, and that's what ducks do. They get down in a little puddle of water and make up with their mouth, and they just work it until it gets bigger and bigger. They'll do that in your yard if they get a chance. Anyway, that's the update on the ducks, and we appreciate you coming. I hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.